Welcome to TDI Society. I hope you're doing well. In today's video I'm going to be doing a smoke test on the PD130 Volkswagen Bora. The reason for doing this is because after I done the hybrid turbo video, which I'll put on screen if you've not seen it, I done the first drive and I had a pretty major boost leak, so I'll insert the clip just now. And as you can see, the top of the rev range, you get a loud squealing noise, which is boost escaping from one of the couplers or a boost pipe or something. But because it's so far up the rev range, it's quite a lot of pressure or boost to be able to start the leak. Whereas if it had been a popped pipe or something had burst, it would be really easy to find. But in this case, everything is together and there's nothing visually that I can see. So I've actually borrowed a smoke tester of a friend of mine called Nick, and I just want to give him a shout out for actually lending me a smoke tester. I was going to buy one myself, but he had one that I could use, so I will put his Instagram here and in the description, so check him out. Also, he owns the old Fiesta ST that I used to have, which has a hybrid turbo on it. It's over 300 brake horsepower and he uses it for hill climbs and track days, which I'm hopefully going to be joining him in the Bora with soon, which is why I'm doing this smoke test. As this is the first time that I'm using a smoke tester, I've just laid it all out and connected it. So I've got the smoke tester here, which is connected to the air compressor. Then it's getting its positive and negative from the battery to power it, and then we've got this bung that goes into the system and we'll fill it with smoke. The next thing I need to do is remove the front bumpers, because I do have couplings and Jubilee clips rimmed here, and we'll hopefully get more access into this corner because it could be the 90 down here as well. So I've not done that yet, so I'll do this quickly just now. That is the front bumper off, and yes, if you've seen that quick edit there, there is only 2 bolts holding that whole front bumper on, but I've got a full bolt kit for the engine bay from S-Tune, so I will see if I can get some more bolts to hold that on, but easy access. So just looking at this is actually on squint, and it could be a case of coming out of this back end of the pipe here, but that's why we've got the smoke tester. So all I need to do now is push this bung properly in place, which that's in there, that is sealed tight. Then the air compressor has already pumped up air, and then we'll put the live and the neutral on the battery. We've got our green light for power, switch it on for smoke, and now we wait. I'll put the camera back on the stand and we'll just wait because it needs to build up pressure in the system, and then once there's smoke we'll have a look. We have some smoke appearing, and I got such a fright because I was like, why is there smoke coming out of the engine? But if we look down here, get a better access, there's some smoke down there. Now, it's quite hard to see where that's coming from, so we'll try and get a better angle. I think it's coming from that join there that goes onto the turbo. But as well as there seems to be, it's quite hard, it's quite deceiving this, because there's smoke everywhere, but it's like it's coming from the engine, which is quite concerning. But I can tell that this one's fine. There's nothing coming out of that. The intercooler front mount's brand new. It's not coming out of the EGR. So it must be that 90 down there. So what I'm going to do is jack up this side, spin the wheel, outwards, and then we'll take a better look. Now that the car is jacked up, we've got a bit of better access. As we can see, this 90 that goes onto the turbo, and I can't see anything, so I think I need to start the compressor again and get the smoke machine going to see exactly where it's coming from. But what I've kind of worked out is I was seeing a lot of smoke round about the crank pulley, and I think the crank pulley seal is away, because as we look at this puddle of oil, there is still oil leaking. Now I've done the sump gasket, I've done the magnetic sump plug, which has a new washer on it. I've also done the rocker cover gasket when I was doing the PD 150 head bolts, and it was still leaking. So I reckon that that is where it's leaking from, because it's always on this side. So anyway, back to the job in hand. We'll try and figure out where this boost leak's coming from. So I'll reconnect this smoke machine and try again. So I've had the smoke tester running for a good while now, and still absolutely nothing coming from the boost pipes. So I've got the EGR delete in the 90 here, nothing. I've got the 4-bar map sensor here, nothing. I've then got another 90 down here, nothing. Front mount, nothing. This straight coupler here, nothing. And then up to the turbo, you've got the 90 there, and then the adapter onto the intake pipe on the turbo, and again, nothing. The only smoke I'm getting is presumably the seal behind the crankshaft. Now, is that a thing? I'm not sure if boost can affect the pulley seal. Please let me know in the comments if you've had this before. But honestly, like, that is the only smoke I'm seeing. It's coming from the pulley and then coming up here as well. And just to prove that there is a good bit of smoke and pressure in the system, is if I do this, you can see there. And yeah, where do I go from here? The only thing that I'm not happy with is this clip here, because it is on squint and it's not really far enough at the end here, but everything feels absolutely solid. So I'm going to sort this anyway, and then I'm not really sure where we go. But have a look at the sound clip again of the noise, and when I'm in the car, it does sound like this area that the boost leak is coming from, because obviously there's nothing really on this side of the car, as everything goes this way and up. So it's quite hard to diagnose, hence why I wanted to use the smoke detector. But I'm honestly not seeing anything apart from the smoke coming out of here, which you can see. That's coming from down there and then rising up. As I was waiting, I removed this grille from the bottom of the bumper just so you could see the front mount, which I think will look pretty cool. Because when I did first get this car, I did want it to be a sort of sleeper look. It definitely is. I mean, look at the state of it. But anyway, that's what I've diagnosed today, is that I've got a possible bad crank pulley seal. I've never came across this before, but that's where I'm getting the smoke. I've obviously got a little rocker cover gasket leak here as well, as there's smoke coming out of that corner. But this side of the engine is dry, whereas this side of the engine is soaking. So judging by the oil coming out on this side and the smoke coming out on this side, I do think it is that seal. If there's something else that could be affecting it, like a pulley or something, again, please let me know. What you could also do is join the TDI Society WhatsApp community group chat, where we talk about absolutely everything, problem solving to what projects you've got going on, etc. And honestly, everyone is amazing in the group chat. We all talk all the time. So if you can help me out with this, then it's massively appreciated. But I did not expect to see this today. But we've made a discovery, and I'm thankful for Nick for letting me use it. But time to put the car back on the ground, button everything back up. And because I can't do anything else today regarding that smoke, I'm just going to put the engine bay dress up kit on, because why not? Absolute priorities. Okay, so as I'm just letting the smoke disappear from the piping and the engine, etc., and also this unit needs to cool down before boxing it away, I'm just going to be fitting this S-Tune dress up kit. So it's for these bolts around the engine bay, and I'm sure there's some for the bumper as well. and I'm going to make sure it is more secured than the last time before I took it off. I'm not really going to film me just taking bolts out and putting bolts back in. It's not really interesting. So I'll just bash on, get all the bolts and stuff changed, and I'll put all the intake back on as well as the bumper, and then we'll take a look afterwards. That's me changed the 4 bolts on the wing. What a difference already. I mean, I think they look brilliant. So this is what came off before, was these. And here is the kit from S-Tune that replaces all these with stainless steel torque bolts. So that's the new side that I've done, and that's the old side. So I'm just going to continue changing all these as well, get rid of the rusty bolts for nice new stainless ones. Okay, so that's been done with all the bolts. As you can see, the dress-up kit has been fitted. Looks so good, replacing all the old mismatched bolts. And here's my pile here. They're all mismatched, they're all rusty and horrible. So I'm really happy I got this kit from S-Tune. I will put the link in the description if you fancy one yourself, but what a difference it makes. All the smoke came out, so I've put the oil cap back on and the intake. And since I'm removed the front grille and lowered the bumper here, you can now see the intercooler, which I think looks amazing. Like, unfortunately, I did snap a Jubilee clip on here, so I'm going to have to order another one, but at least it tells me what size it is on here. So I've just clipped everything back on because it needs to all come back off anyway to do that clip. That is it for today's video. Unfortunately, it's not really how I wanted it to go. I was hoping for a loose coupler on the boost pipes, or something wasn't properly tightened, but again, as you've seen, there's nothing coming out of the boost pipes or the couplers. It's coming from the crank pulley seal. If that is a thing, I'm not too sure, it's quite hard to see. But if you have had this issue before, please let me know in the comments, or join the WhatsApp group chat and we can discuss it further on there. As I've mentioned, it didn't really go as planned today, but it wasn't a complete waste of time because that is the first time using a smoke tester, so I got some learning. Also found a possible other issue with the car. I don't know if it's serious yet or not, and I managed to do the dress-up kit on the engine bay. So it wasn't a complete waste of time. I just continued on with some odd jobs here and there. So in the meantime, I'm going to have to source another boost pipe clip and also try and get to the bottom of this boost leak, because really soon I want to do a hill climb event in the Bora, make use of the car that I've built, give it some sort of purpose. And also I just want to quickly mention before I end off the video, in the last video, which was fitting the boost and the temp gauge, I mentioned that it's quite difficult for me to film and drive at the same time, and a member of the community said why not get a head strap, and that got me thinking, like, that's such a good idea because I've never thought of that before. And what I've came across is a mount that you can literally just connect to the headrest, and then it can show you me driving. So that's something I'm going to invest in. Just wanted to mention that, so hopefully I'll get a mount and then we can actually enjoy doing some driving videos and more testing. Because speaking of testing, because the hybrid turbo's been fitted, it's got a base map on the Bora, so I do need to get some logs and send them to PD Power Remaps, who is then going to tune it even further so it's got the best potential. But anyway, enough rambling. Thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't, it's completely free. Join the WhatsApp group chat, buy me a coffee, and I'll catch you in the next one.